long enough to know now there ain't nothing in this world worth riding homebound. I'll see you now.
All right. And how long you lived out here?
All my life, 22 years.
How long you been driving trucks out here?
About 20 years, 23. Nelson County will not be receiving any of this natural gas. It's going to be going straight through, and we're not going to really receive any benefit. It's not going to reduce gas prices. It's not going to reduce energy costs. And anything that they claim along those lines, really, I don't see how that could apply because it's just running straight through here. We're just acting as a catalyst for the natural gas to go through. It's also going to devalue this land a whole lot. All 300 acres, which has been the family name for over 100 years, pretty much reduce the price and value of it to nothing because, we're going to have a giant pipeline going through here. I don't currently know whether they're going to be running it above or below ground, but either way, they're going to have to do some massive construction to get it over this mountain. Yeah, it's going to go over that mountain right there, right at the end of that tip right there, and go down. It's going to keep on diving till it's going to hit the bottom there where you can't quite see. And then it's going to go back up over right there. And they're doing that because the other side of the mountain is currently conservation easement property. And so since they can't run it through there, they're just going to tear up this entire portion of the mountain and pretty much make it look as horrible as they can. They're also going to be putting a pump up along here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly on the details yet, but it's going to be loud enough that we're going to be able to hear it all the way from here. And it's going to be constantly going, constantly going. The pipeline is currently going to be bigger than any other pipeline they've run. And because of that, the explosion radius of any explosions that could occur from the pipeline could be very deadly and could affect both my neighbors, who they're running it through the front yard of one of their properties. Could completely destroy anything they have. There's been an extreme amount of public outcry. I know that from a fact. I worked over at True Value Hardware for a while over the summer, and I had people coming in there all the time talking about the pipeline truck.
Really? What's up?
Imagine so many things going across so many creeks and baking so many donuts.
So how long have you lived out here?
I've lived here for 22 years.
Is this a family property?
Yes, it's been it was originally my grandfather who moved here 100 years ago, and we've had 4 generations now that have lived here.
How are they acquiring this land?
Seizing it, from what I can tell. I call it seizure and I call it unlawful. Eminent domain, in my opinion, was intended for the benefit of Americans in a situation where there was necessity involved. A highway, something to that effect, where they had no option. But I don't think it was ever intended to put profits in the pockets of private corporations, which is what this is about.
Governor Terry McAuliffe has been stressing the impact on jobs in Virginia and the impact on energy independence. In this area especially, do you see any impact that this pipeline could have on jobs?
We're talking about a few temporary jobs. I don't see where that benefits the county. This is a county that depends on mostly tourism, and we're going to destroy that. We're going to destroy the very thing that draws people to this county. Or, the other side of it, it depends on the orchards, the breweries, livestock that's being raised, crops that are being grown, and these are all potentially going to be destroyed by this pipeline. Not to mention the fact that Dominion has never offered an explanation at any of the meetings I've attended as to how they would respond if there were an emergency. It appears that it would fall on the backs of the county to finance any cleanup, any repair, whatever, because Dominion is not making any promises about what they would do in that case. So there is high risk and little to no return on this event.
Do you think your family's going to stay in this line if the pipeline goes through?
That's very debatable. I mean, I don't think we would want to stay on this end if the pipeline went through, that's for sure. But then there's also the choice of, do we really have a choice whether we can move or not?
Cool, thank you.
The signs were brought in, and the lights are all dim, and a lonely old ghost sweeps the stage. But a boy stands